What a disaster. Make no mistake, give that speech at 8:30 in the morning was not Starmer's idea. Even he can see, I believe now, which is why he never goes out in public anymore, that the public despise him. His advisors, however, on the other hand, whose jobs depend on Starmer keeping his job, still think they've got a chance to turn it around for him, something I dispute. Here's a clip of Harry Cole asking a question at the briefing.
I think it's important. All summer we were repeatedly told that the Stockport attack was not terror-related, it wasn't being treated as terror-related. That wasn't true. Because in October, this monster was charged with a terror offence. Now, information was put into the public domain then that didn't collapse the trial. It didn't jeopardise justice. It was just months later. Now, you say you knew about the ricin and the Al-Qaeda bomb manual and it was known to the authorities. Did you know about that personally? At the same time, the public, the press, and the police were saying this is not terror-related.
Apart from The Sun, the Labour Party thought they were putting Starmer out in front of friendly journalists, BBC, ITV, Sky, the usual left-wing mob. Unfortunately for him, ITV asked a very difficult question. Sky News' Beth Rigby said, "You did cover this information up, didn't you?" And he had to admit it. Starmer was frantically turning the pages, as you'll see in that clip there, on his script, on the scripted answers that he'd been given to give to journalists. And he simply ran out of lines to give. He was forced to admit that he covered up information that would not have jeopardised any trial. And if he doesn't know that giving out the information on a crime as it happens, which is a matter of not just public interest but also public safety, was the right thing to do, then he's a moron. And to call himself a lawyer is very disingenuous. In a bid to try and save Starmer and cover his own arse, which is what this speech was basically about, the Labour Party have just landed him in even more hot water than he was in the first place. Everybody saw him go to Southport. They saw what a disaster that was when he wouldn't even speak to residents who were rightly upset and concerned about what had happened. So Labour have basically sent him out to make an absolute fool of himself and admit to a cover-up. What a stupid thing to do. It's hard to know who's the worst at politics. Is it the politicians or is it the Labour advisors?